Hey guys, welcome back to the Forensics Detailing channel. I'm absolutely shattered. It's about 4 o'clock and I haven't even been able to wash and decontaminate a car in one day because it's so dirty. I'm just claying it. I've done the bonnet, the wings, the front bumper and the side. I've got to do the rear bumper, the tailgate, the spoiler, the roof, the other side. So it's going to be at least another hour. The reason it's taking so long, this is probably the dirtiest, most contaminated paintwork I've ever seen in my life. I'm pulling so much up in the clay bar. And it's not stuff that you can wash out. It's just absolutely rough. It's so rough. So I'm just smothering, working section by section. You can have a look at this. Cover it in clay lube. So just do that top piece in there. Loads on there. That's it. Oh, my bones. Oh, it's a bit low. Never mind. Just get that flattened a bit. It's so rough. Let's get along this top section. I can feel it. Look at that. Oh man, well, I'm not too worried about, you know, the golden rule, flipping the clay bar often to minimise clay marring. This is really about maximising, getting everything off. Well, that's heavy etching there. That's bird poo etching right there. That feels like it's destroyed the clear coat. But we'll see. Oh, it's so contaminated. Sorry, you're going to get some heavy breathing. I've been out in the sun. It'd be baking on the top of my head's probably shiny and red, like a frazzled turkey. And I'm just using my last ounce of energy to clay this car. And it has to be. If you don't clay this, you're going to be like, your pads are going to be black with dirt. You know, this just needs to be smooth for when we clay it. And this is the awkward bit of the car, actually. What in there? Normally you can clay a car in about an hour, maybe half an hour. Turbo clay it, get the clay cough out. You've got to do it that quickly if you just got one day. There's no way you could clay this car in even an hour. You know, this is going to be 2 or 3 hours, and yeah, that's just the nature of the beast. Unfortunately, this is probably one of the hardest cars I've ever had to kind of detail or clean or whatever you want to call it, because of just the level of dirt. And I don't know, the black paint obviously shows you everything, but this is original clear coat on here, and it's just, you know, you never know, it may never have been clayed. Got some glue there. Just get a bit more clay residue, and we'll do this section here. I cleaned it, like, to get it to this stage where you can clay it. Just cleaning this car was a challenge, like a real challenge. Not a nice challenge, don't get me wrong. Is that going to clay off? Yeah, slowly. Maybe put a bit of tar and glue on that. There was some remnants of decals on there, so there's a bit of glue there. I'll have to make a note of that. Forget. Oh, look at that. There's just no pretty way of doing this. There's never a pretty way when it's this dirty. It's just do it. Just clay it. Get as much as you can off. Try and get everything off. Imagine we're going to be polishing over all of this, right up to the edge, all the way down here. This will be masked off. We're polishing all this. And if it's all rough, then you're just going to, even these edges in here, you're just going to waste your time, really. So I haven't gone through all this time to really clean this thing that well, to then ruin all of that and not clay it properly, which we've all done. We've all turbo clayed, haven't we? We've all turbo clayed. Well, you've got, you know, you've got to sometimes, but this, oh God, my God. Yeah, as soon as you go onto that fresh section, you can feel it all. Anybody still here? I'm talking to myself. It's been a fun day though. This, believe it or not, is what I love doing the most in life. Just simple, take your mind off everything, and your mind is just simply go over and clay this car and do it properly. That's all that's on my mind. Just play it properly, daydream, but you know, think about what you're doing, don't miss any bits, try not to, and just enjoy the day. And think of it, you could pay a fortune to go down a gym. Instead of having a gym membership, detail a car instead, and it's aerobically good. It's good for all these different muscles. It's great for your back. And rather than just paying someone money to get fit, you get fit and you're achieving something. So hopefully, and that's basically what we do on the forensics detailing channel, isn't it? So let's just do this last little corner section while you're still there, all the way up to that edge. I always like to go up and down the edge, so I know I've got that. I'm playing it while looking through the viewfinder, so actually this bit feels okay. Maybe not. None of it's okay. Oh, my poor arms. My poor arms. Well, I've done that section well, and I missed a bit there. My God. Okay, you get the idea. So, oh, it's still a bit rough. I need to go a bit more. Yeah, it's still a bit rough, but it's a lot better. When it's wet, obviously, but it's like sandpaper in there. That is literally like sandpaper. So dirty. Like all the paint, where it's not been protected, you know, polished, protected with a wax, cleaned off, and that dirt has just ingrained itself into that very old clear coat. And yeah, it's all these bits that we need to take out. All on here. So, loads of work to do still, guys. Loads of work. This glass is actually pretty clean on the surface, but the inside of it's all dirty as well. So I'm gonna clay all this down, get all this residue off and all of that sort of stuff. It's also on the inside of the car. We haven't even started on the inside, but the main video will be on the main channel. All these seats have got to come out. Still more cleaning to do, actually. Still more cleaning. So probably I'll finish off claying today. Tomorrow we'll come in. Those seats are pretty decent, aren't they? They do need extraction, you know. So we'll get these seats out, extract in here, and we're going to be able to get this inside really nice. Really nice, actually. It's a good example on the inside of this car. Drives quite nice as well, actually. Yeah, that's rough. So I've got to clay all the way down here in the roof. So only that door, that rear quarter, all of the roof, all of the rest of this, rest of that rear bumper, and I'm done for the day. Take care. See you soon. Doug.